Societies are not built by strong men with big dreams. They are built by selfless men with big hearts. Welcome to MTN Heroes of Change, brought to you by MTN Ghana Foundation.
Order.
Waiter!
Life is better with MTN Mobile Money. It's easy, fast, and super convenient. Experience the new world of better money.
From when we began airing the show, we received lots of amazing feedback from you. Tonight, we bring you some of these heartwarming messages and thoughts from the streets of Accra.
My name is Emmanuel Bidzaikin. I am a musician and I work in a pharmacy as well. I'm a chemist.
Joshua Lamte, and I attend school at Ghana School of Solving and Mapping.
I am Abna Nochwa. I work with COCOBOT, internal audit.
My name is Mary Malaika Mensah, a nurse at Christian Medical Center. I've been watching MTN Heroes of Change on television, and I think it's a very good initiative they started.
I saw a program on TV. It says MTN Heroes of Change. Those that have been having an impact in the society. I don't know which episode I watched, but I watched it on TV, Metro TV. It's around 7, and I must say that I was down with it.
Actually, I didn't know the episode I was watching, but I watched it, and things that I heard and things I watched with my eye touched me a lot.
I was quite impressed. Like, people are doing so much in the society to change people's lives. Like, they took other people's burdens as their responsibility. They are doing so much in the society. So when I watched the program, I was so much impressed. Like, people have the heart to help others out.
The MTN episode I watched was about
a guy who touched me a lot.
I think he's doing a great job, and I'm touched by he helping the disabled. It's a good thing to do because they are the most fragile in our society.
My name is Edwin Dewi Ekufo. I'm the Chief Spend Analyst of High Procure. A hero, to me, I define it as somebody who steps out of its comfort zone to impact society positively.
You know, sometimes you put yourself in a risk to help somebody out. That's a hero.
A hero is someone who stands tall among the rest and impacts positively in the society.
A hero is someone who does something extraordinary in the society.
Yeah, people do extraordinary things, but sometimes they do it for themselves. But when you go do something to help somebody out without thinking so much of yourself, that person is a hero.
A hero is someone who is able to come out strong, able to stand when everyone is falling. A hero is someone who is able to inspire. And for now, that's what I would say.
Anybody can be a hero.
You don't need any qualifications to be a hero. There are so many ways in helping people. Sometimes you don't need money.
I think you need money to help the needy ones.
No, I don't think so. You don't need money to help others out to make you a hero.
If you can't help the needy ones by having a little with you, how can they also have the courage to also give to their friends?
You don't need money to be a hero. You can be a hero in wherever you are and whoever you are, you can still be a hero, depending on how you help society and the people around you.
It is not always about money.
You know, it's the action you put in. We watch movies and you see somebody coming out to save somebody from dying. You don't need money to do that. It's an action like that love, that extreme love that you have for others. You want to take other people's burdens, other people's responsibility as your own. So you don't need money to be a hero.
It's about you taking that step for others to join you to fulfill the dream of helping others, just like the competitors in the MTN Heroes of Change. They have taken a step. MTN Foundation has come in to join hands with them to further move that step so that they can solve the needs of the people?
Yeah, I do what I have to do in my community, but with the start, I'll say I was impressed with the program that I watched. So the little that I have, I make sure that I use to text to support a particular person because I want him to emerge as the hero. So the person will have a greater hand to help others in the society. So that's, for now, that is what I'm doing to help. Yeah.
Most of the time, what I do is that people come to the hospital without money. I help them in my own way. When you come to the medicine, most patients come and they leave their medicine. When we talk about infusion and stuff, when they take it home, they are not going to use it again. So they leave it. And most of we, the nurses, we have it there. So we give it out to help them.
MTN Heroes of Change, I believe, is a step in the right direction. It's a very nice corporate initiative to bring smiles on the faces of the citizen.
I would be glad if all the networks were doing the same, because in one way or the other, they can all come together and then help us in so many ways.
And I believe that this is the time that corporate entities must spend a little bit of their budget on humanity to meet humanitarian needs.
If MTN as a network is doing this, then people that are in position that are supposed to help others should even do more, like the government.
Ghana government cannot take care of every needs of every citizen.
MTN helping those people is not their responsibility.
So when corporate entities take a step in solving some humanity problems, I believe that corporate entity deserves a high recognition of the highest order.
MTN is a private company, and they are doing so much to change lives in the society. So I think people that are put in position to help others should even do more.
We're really excited that we've been able to impact your lives with the stories of our heroes. The Acropolis School for the Blind, one of the foremost schools for the visually impaired, has been struggling to cope with a high rise in visually impaired students and years of neglect. What a great relief for the staff and pupils when MTN Ghana Foundation finally stepped in.
Wherever you go in Ghana, there's an MTN Foundation project making a difference in the lives of the people. Here is one such story.
My name is Thomas Tampere. I come from Navrongo. I school at School for the Blind in Acropolis. I came here around 2005, but I'm in J3 now.
I'm Henry Benson Akomian. I come from Edukrom in the eastern region of Ghana. I'm 20 years of age. I'm in Form 1 and I attend Acropolis School for the Blind.
My name is Joseph Achu Omaji, the assigned master of Acropolis School for the Blind. This school was actually established in 1945, almost 68 years now.
So we have a student population of 402. We admit from ages 4, as we have KG up to, we run the same curriculum like any other basic school, but we have a vocational craft department attached to the school.
We had a problem with accommodation for the boys.
It's admit students from all over Ghana, Ashanti region, Eastern and Central and so many regions, even Greater Accra.
We had only one dormitory for the boys, and that dormitory has been very much congested, and as a result it was affecting our admissions for the boys because we have only one dormitory block.
Accommodation was our problem. Even some of us were pairing on a bed.
There were situations whereby we were visiting hospitals almost every day, so contagious diseases were just spreading.
At that time, even when coming to school, the moment I stepped here, then our peer grew because of that situation.
This is one of the first computers we had when the ICT unit was established. We were given 15 computers, and the average number of students we had was 30 at the time. So they were woefully inadequate for the use of our pupils.
And for that reason, we could not teach our children give them computer skills. You know, educational institutions such as Acropolis School for the Blind, we need a bus to convey our children for educational excursions. When they are going to hospitals, we have to convey them to the hospitals, etc., etc.
The administration has to make appeal to the general public and individual and corporate bodies to come to the aid of the school when about 4 years ago, MTN came to our aid by putting up a new structure for us.
And many blind boys were in their villages not knowing what to do in terms of having access to education. But with the dormitory coming in by MTN, it has increased access. And it has also increased quality education for the blind children.
I've been here for about 8 years in the school, since we had the MTN block. Now I can sit on my bed and then read, but at first, because we were sharing a bed, somebody will come and then be disturbing you.
With the coming in of MTN, it has been a great blessing. We have rehabilitation department. That's for children who are already in schools before becoming blind. So they come to learn the braille. Some completed JHS, about to enter the senior high before becoming blind. Some are graduates from the senior high schools, others are in the universities, others are working. We even had we once had an engineer here, a teacher, an education officer. So they come to learn the braille for a maximum of 2 years. Then they go back to continue with their education or their work that they do. When they come, we give them counseling so that they can cope with their disability. They shouldn't be frustrated. They shouldn't think all is lost. They have a lot of space. We have even moved our braille production unit to the place to help produce more books for the children, to train the children in ICT.
Thanks be to MTN, they came again in to support us with a computer lab, which is enhancing academic work now.
I started schooling here 29th of September 2006, and before I came here, I knew a little bit about ICT.
One of the basic objectives of ICT for the visually impaired students is to bridge the digital divide between the sighted person and a person with visual impairment.
When I came here, through the internet, I've learned more.
With the 20 computers provided by MTN, this number has made it comfortable for me as a teacher and for the people to have access to one computer per child.
This MTN facility is more spacious more than the other one. The other one, not all the machines are functioning. So this one is very easy using it because they all function very well.
The bus is helping us to go out for excursions, which will give the children opportunity to learn more outside there, to add value to what they are learning in the classroom.
The moment I get here, and I feel, so excited because this place is like, a home.
At this point, I want to thank the MTN Foundation immensely for donating all these facilities to the school. They have shown that they are ready to support the society, even the vulnerables, including persons with disability.
For me, I would like to be a parliamentarian and then a barrister as well, so that I'll be able to defend the poor people and those who are always cheated because they have no money.
Since its establishment in 2007, the MTN Ghana Foundation has led the way in corporate social investments in Ghana by impacting the lives of over 3 million people in the areas of education, health and economic empowerment across the country. The MTN Ghana Foundation has spent over 21 million Ghana cedis on various social development initiatives, brightening lives and making a difference.
How to create light. What attracts
Welcome back. Thank God for Dr. Emmanuel Bidzaikin, and that's a common expression you would hear in Nakpanduri. Just 2 years ago, the people within this community had never seen a hospital. They used to travel long distances to access health care and were dying in their numbers. There was no reason why a well-trained doctor with a good salary was going to leave his or her comfortable life to work in Nakpanduri. To their surprise, Dr. Bidzaikin came all the same, building everything from scratch.
I think very much deserves recognition because one of the things about him that stood out for me most was the fact that he's a very selfless person. If you are from a family that can support you in medical school where the costs are high, a lot of people want to work to make returns. But going home to start on your own, there wasn't much incentive for him to go and start or build up a hospital. And I think there are very few people in this world who will go into that sector and become a social entrepreneur when the incentive is very low. I actually nominated him because not only is he selfless, it took great sacrifice to go down there. He went there with his wife and they've sacrificed a lot as a couple because paying bills, it hasn't been easy for both of them. I would like to thank MTN for this opportunity, for looking out for social entrepreneurs. And I would want them to continue the good work they are doing. And I think that the whole program is a boost for other people and it's an encouragement for other people to go out there and be change makers.
I thought we'll move to Tamale, which is a big city, to improve upon our lives. My husband one evening mentioned that he can't afford being so close to his people and seeing them struggle every day to come to Nalergu for medical care.
For the past 2 years now, I was a diabetic patient, which led to my surgery at Kofonoche Hospital in Kumasi. After the surgery, all the time I have to be going to the hospital. And I look at it from Kumasi to, I was staying at Dunkau, Ofi. So look at the distance between Kumasi and Dunkau.
The nearest hospital over here is 94 miles away towards Yindi. And then towards Boku, it's about 36 miles. So 36 plus 94, about 140 miles. So the coming of Imas Hospital has brought a lot of relief to rest.
My name is Dr. Emmanuel Bidzaikin. My project is a licensed private primary hospital with the primary aim of helping to alleviate the suffering of my people, to restore good health, arts and psychological, physical, spiritual and social well-being.
The first time I met Emmanuel, he admitted me here for just only 3 days. Even the crutches, by then I can't walk with the crutches by then. But the first time I met him, he admitted me 3 days. I was able to walk with my crutches.
Our pregnant women used to go to Nalergu or Garu, but this time it is just a stone throw. Even when you pick a bicycle, you just rush and you go and you have your treatment and you go back.
I was traveling to Nalergu on a motorbike with my old lady. Then we got a breakdown deep in the bush. So I had to wait for the oncoming vehicle to let my old lady border it to proceed to the facility in Nalergu. Whereas I had to stay back because I didn't know where to put the motorbike. The existence of Faith Community Hospital now, I just walk to the place and then I have my medical care and then I return home.
We realized that the longer we waited for a very good time with a lot of money, the situation would get worsening and that would not help the community. I also took some loans from our banks at high rates and we are incurring more because we have to keep the place running and it's very capital intensive during the recurrent expenditure of serving the patients who come here.
I asked him, So when are you specializing? And he said, what is the use of my specialty whilst people are dying in my district?
Coming out with the idea that he wanted to also open a clinic or a hospital, it was a dream come true to us. And so we thought that we had to support them. So when we retired, we had to back him up.
G Kumasi Konfonoche, I went there several times, several times, but things was not been changing. When I came, I went to Narego Hospital, the same thing. I went to Garu Hospital, the same. But when I came here once, I've seen that really Emmanuel was somebody who is trying to, who is trying to help.
They have no other alternatives, and so they have to get every service here. So we provide a 24-hour emergency service. We provide OPD services. We do inpatient care. We provide surgical services, as in general surgery, minor, major, and obstetric surgeries. We do a laboratory test for most of our patients as and when it's needed. The area was without an ultrasound. We provide ultrasound services now.
He started this facility on the 10th of June 2013. He was coming in Nanergu and coming weekends, as and when he had time to support the facility. And also when I was on leave, I will come. But after 9 months of operation, he said he wasn't getting the impact he wanted. So he wanted to be here full time.
You go to his office, a pile of receipts that he has absorbed the bills, the medical bills of patients. Those who cannot afford at all, he has absorbed them.
Leaving my family in Kumasi and coming back home is because of the financial problems. If I bring them home right now with me, including this my health, it won't work better for us. We have doctors and we have doctors, but Dr. Emmanuel is a doctor. Dr. Emmanuel, what I will tell you is keep it up, what you are doing, and I believe God will be on your side. He'll give you long life.
As for Dr. Emmanuel, I'm waiting for an opportunity to crown him. I want to give him a special title.
We started on the 10th of June 2013, seeing our first patient in Faith Community Hospital. That day was a great relief to us. Ever since, we have not turned back. Even not 8 months of lack of health insurance payment could stop us from doing what we do here. My name is Dr. Emmanuel Bidzaikin. I'm a medical doctor by training. I run Faith Community Hospital Nakpanduri, a private licensed facility that delivers quality health care to the people of Nakpanduri and its environs.
Just gone by, you witnessed the story of Dr. Emmanuel Bidzaikin, who's sacrificing to bring needed medical aid to the people of Nakpanduri. You can text Emmanuel the short code displayed on your screen if you really want Dr. Emmanuel Bidzaikin to be the overall winner of this year's MTN Heroes of Change.
Life is better with MTN Mobile Money. It's easy, fast, and super convenient. Experience the new world of better money.
Go to our Facebook and Twitter pages and share your thoughts on any of our stories. Next week on MTN Heroes of Change, we meet Emmanuel Bidzaikin, the warrior fighting to keep children off the streets in the difficult Jamestown community. And remember, this show is brought to you by the MTN Ghana Foundation.